it visible and audible? I am very sorry, because of network issue I am late. It was not connecting at all. Am I audible? Is Manish, Sarita, anyone is there? Anyone is there? Hello Manish. Yes, hi Vikrant. Is it audible and visible? Yes, good evening Debaruti, Sarita. Okay. Debaruti Bhattacharjee, I think you are not in WhatsApp group or Telegram group, so you can join the group also. And just 1 minute, give me just 1 minute. Okay. Okay, so let's start from this one, that is yes. So yesterday we have discussed the sampling. So yesterday we have discussed the steps of research. So today we have discussed the research aptitude and what are the important topic of research aptitude that we have discussed yesterday, right? So from today what we have to learn, that is the sampling. I saw that there are lots of questions from sampling. So today we will discuss sampling with some question, because what I realized that directly question solving is not possible, because in research aptitude all are related, hypothesis, sampling and different types of research, that are all are related, and if you don't know the idea, then you will be not able to solve the question. That's why before going to the research types of research, we have to understand the sampling and we have to understand the hypothesis. That's why today I have added the slides, and I will discuss about the about sampling, different types of sampling, because yesterday as per the analysis we also discussed that sampling is very very important, right? So yesterday we have discussed what is research and all types of research, process of research, everything. Yes Vanu, good evening. So here I have added this question was done, and now try to solve this question. As yesterday we have discussed the different stages of research, so I have collected a question. This is a previous year's question from stage of research. So try to solve this question first. And all of you, I am very sorry for late because some network issue is going on from yesterday night. You know that yesterday class also there was some issue, so sometimes network issue होता है, तो sorry. ठीक है, so try to solve this question. Vanu, Himani, Sarita, Debaroti, Vikrant, Manish, everyone is here. Try to solve. Okay, Vanu is giving the answer. Okay, Sarita is also giving the answer. So it is asking which stage in research, create a working thesis for the research paper. Create a working thesis for a research paper by specifying a organizing and category information, right? So you are creating a research paper means where that is review of literature, right? When you are doing the review of literature, then only you have to do. So who are correct? Vikrant was correct, Sarita was correct, Vanu, Anjana and Debarati all wrong. You are telling that it is developing hypothesis. How you are telling it is developing hypothesis? Hypothesis means what? Hypothesis means you are yes, hypothesis means what? Hypothesis is you are giving some you are, as per your assumption, you are giving some some idea that after that this result can happen. That is not your research. You are here the question is asking the research paper, working thesis for the research paper. Research paper means it is when you are reviewing the literature of others' literature. We have discussed. What topic was over, ma'am? Just now we have started, Malikeshwari. No problem. As per the assumption, just see, yesterday we have discussed it, that here we are doing the hypothesis. Yesterday, see here literature reviewing. Before we are reviewing the literature, then we are going for the hypothesis, right? Because if you don't know the area, that what has been already done, then how will go for the hypothesis? And here you are reviewing all literature means you are reviewing all the thesis paper, what already done by someone, that we are reviewing, right? So hypothesis, it is not hypothesis, it is only review of literature. Clear? What is hypothesis and what is review of literature? It is clear? Doubt is clear? Why the answer will be no, Malikeshwari, I was also late because there was network issue from 4:30. I was trying to connect, but after 10 minutes finally it was connected. So I was also late. Okay, yes. So now come to this question. This is a question from sampling. Now this is a question from sampling. Debaroti, Anjana, everyone, Debaroti, Anjana was giving the answer too. So now I think it is correct. It is clear. Now see, it is a question from sampling. So if you know the answer, try to solve. After that, I will discuss the sampling. If you know the answer, try to solve, then we will discuss the sampling, because from sampling so many question is coming, and actually they are merging the concept of sampling and types of research. So in which research, which type of sampling is coming, that type of question are there. That's why before going to types of research, we have to understand the sampling. So try to solve it. Vikrant is giving the answer. Any other? Anyone know the answer? Okay, let me discuss what is sampling. Okay, so sampling means what? Sampling means for that is means there are some person, you can see this is the person, means all the person are there, that is the population, you can think that is the population, and now from this population you are selecting some data, that is the sampling, and these are the sample, means which will be exact data what you want to. Yes, please like and subscribe to the channel. Yes, so confused between 2 and 4, yes, that's why we are discussing, that's why we have to discuss what are the sampling. So what is population? Population means the collection of all unit, means यहाँ पे आपके पास सब कुछ है, पूरा population है, that is the full population. So here that was the population, right? So from that population, that is the region or particular point is collected population or universe, right? That is the population of person in a region, means in a specific region what are the population, or population of trees, that are the population. Now what are the sampling unit, means from that population you are trying to select some specific unit. What are the unit? Unit means elementary unit of group of a such unit which beside being clearly defined, means according to your research you have to define what will be the unit, like a family in budget, right, and a farm or a group of farm by single household in crop survey, means when you are doing the survey, when you are doing the budget for as per the family, as per the group of farms, what will be the budget. So that is the unit. Sometimes the unit may be per family, sometimes the unit may be per person, sometimes the unit may be per group. So that's why you have to fix some simple unit, sample unit, right. Now the sample frame, what are the frame? Frame means a map showing that the boundaries, so that is the frame area, you can think like the area, that is list of farms in the village of India. So that is your frame, means list of farm, all farm, list of all farm in the villages in India. So that is the total farm, right, that is the total frame. So frame means a map showing the boundaries of sampling unit, that is sample frame. Now come to the point, that is two types of sampling is there. One is random sampling, another is probability sampling. Random means when there are 10 boys and 10 girls, and there are maybe 5 boys, 5 girls, and you are collecting, you are going to a school and randomly you are selecting. You are not thinking like that, you are not assuming anything that this, if I select like this, means agar aapka if your research is according to that I have to take some boys from who are coming from villages. So that type of assumption is not there. you are randomly selected the sample from the total school. From the total school, maybe your target is I have to collect 50 students. So, I will take 50 students randomly. So, there will be the line think there is a line of 50 student, and from that 50 student you are selecting this, this. You are not choosing any specific interval or any specific character, anything is not there, that is random, right. Now, probability sampling. What is probability sampling? Means you are trying to do some specific thing, that is one of more sampling unit, that is the population according to the specific, and select one person from each economic tier, right. Each economic tier means maybe from poor family I am collecting one, and from a high status family or high earned family I am selecting one. So, that is not random, right. And select one tax payer for each tax slab, that are actually not. And now, what are the non-random sampling? Non-random means a sample select by non-randomized process. Called as non-random means anyone you are choosing. Here elementary units, population characteristics which vary numerically from unit to unit, means there is nothing as per the probability. When you are throwing any coin, like a coin, you are every time we are doing the toss for any when you are going for any cricket match, they are doing the toss, that is the probability. They don't know what will become, that is head or tail, that is depending on probability. Head can become, tail can become, right. So, that is the probability sampling. Or non-random sampling means that something is not there, clear. So, now see that is types of population. What are the population? That finite, infinite, real and hypothetical. Finite means certain number, it may be 1 to 100, it may be 500, means it is countable, finite. And infinite means it is uncountable, means you cannot count. What you cannot count? Like pressure, like humidity. What is the pressure of your atmosphere? What is the humidity? That you cannot count, that is uncountable. And real means existing objects with factual observation, means what are the fact, as per the fact, that is Indian census, when you are doing the census, that is the real, right. And what is hypothetical? Hypothetical means hypothetically illustrated by investigation. Like what is hypothetical? See, coin tossing, dice throw, that is hypothetical, means you don't know what will come, that is hypothetical, clear. So, this type of population are there. One is finite, another is infinite, another is real and another is hypothetical. Okay. Now, see from this chart, it will be very much helpful, I think. This is a very important chart. So, see, it is the sampling. There is the probability and there is the non-probability. Probability means here simple, systematic and stratified and cluster, right. Here are some probability is there, means simple we will discuss one by one, because you have to remember what are the probability sampling and what are the non-probability sampling. Okay. So, what are the simple, stratified, systematic, cluster, all are the probability, and non-probability is quota sampling. Purposive sampling means purposefully you are doing something, that is purposive. And volunteer and haphazard means there is no probability of selecting, haphazardly you are taking, randomly you are taking, right, that is random, clear. So, here in the simple there is simple random can be there is systematic random can be there is stratified random and random cluster. Here it is all are the multi stages, all are the multi-stages. Sometimes they are asking what is multi-stage, so all are the multi-stages also. And here it is quota sampling. Quota sampling means you can think like that, quota, SC, ST, OBC quota, like that you can remember. We will discuss one by one. And now volunteer. Volunteer means snowball, everything we will discuss. Inside the volunteer there is snowball sampling and there is self selection. And haphazard means convenience. Haphazard means any way you are doing, that is convenience. As per your convenience you are selecting something, right? And here purposive. Purposive means you have some purpose. Purposefully you are selecting something, that is extreme case purposive, means according exactly specific to your case you are selecting the data, that is extremely purposive. And homogeneous purposive means there are two things, that is homogeneous and another is heterogeneous. One is from the same type of, heterogeneous is different type of, right? So homogeneous. And typical case purposive means there are some extreme case purposive means extremely exact to, and typical means typically, right? So one by one see that. If you can't remember this chart, because this chart is a little bit lengthy, then for your to remember as per the exam, you can remember this chart also. Actually in the exam this sampling is coming: simple random sampling, systematic sampling, stratified random sampling, cluster sampling, multi-stage sampling and multi-phase sampling. If you can remember this only, then also it is fine, because in exam only this sampling are coming. And from the non-probability it is convenient, judgmental, quota, snowball. Just remember one thing, means probability means you are doing randomly, and non-probability means there is probability means that is you are, non-probability means you are choosing, you are something, some biasness is there. Non-probability means that some biasness is there, means when you are going for choosing the sampling, then you are thinking that I have to select this. Okay, आप जब भी सैंपल चूज करने जा रहे हो उसके पहले कुछ ना कुछ बायसनेस आपके दिमाग में ढूंढ रहे हैं, ठीक है? आप बायसनेस से कुछ सिलेक्ट कर रहे हो, दैट इज नॉन प्रोबेबिलिटी. ओके, रिमेंबर दैट, ठीक है? नाउ सी, so probability and non probability is clear, random, probability and non probability. Any doubt? So that I can move to the next topic. What are the different types of sample? Okay. Okay. So now see, these are the technique, this is the explanation, and this is advantage and disadvantage. So I think this chart will be helpful before your exam. Here random means simple group member are selected in random manner, and it is advantage is highly effective if all subject participate in data collection, right? Means it is effective when all subject are there, means randomly you are choosing. And what are the disadvantage? That is high level of sampling error when sample size is small. Because why? Because if you choosing randomly, maybe for the coronavirus, think like the coronavirus. Nowadays for the coronavirus, that testing, if the testing of COVID-19 test is only for the 10%, you are testing some randomly, you have tested the 10%. So from that 10%, luckily you got only one positive case, right? But it does not mean that for every 10% you will get the one. It does not mean. Maybe for other 10 group, randomly if you can choose, maybe from that other 10 group it can be 7 positive, right. Means there are some disadvantage, because when the sample size is small. If you take 1000, if you take the sample size 1000, then you can some assumption, some correct result is there, should be there, because the sample size is high. So that is the problem in sample size in randomly. But when you are going for the probability, when if you choose this 10 member where it is quarantine zone, it is highly positive zone, it is red zone. So from that red zone, if you select this 10%, then maybe the possibility will be from that 10%, from every 10% you will get at least 5 positive case, right. So that is the problem in random and in probability, in non-probability, right. Means when you are assuming something, okay, if I go to the red zone, then in the red zone there will be the most positive case, right. Now stratified, what is stratified? Strata. Strata means what? Strata means subgroup. Remember the term stratified. Stratified means strata. Strata is what? Strata is subgroup. Okay, remember like that. Strata. Strata means specific subgroup. Representation of specific subgroup, that is strata. Means there is a total group. From this total group you are selecting a subgroup, that is strata. Means maybe in a village, from a village there are all the person and you are selecting a subgroup from maybe 25 to 40, 25 to 40 age you are selecting. So that is a subgroup, right. Small group means from all ages, it is starting from 1 to 80, the total group is 1 to 80. From that ages you are selecting some specific age, that is 25 to 40, that is the strata. Means you are selecting the subgroup, right. So when it is effective representation of all subgroup, means when you are all subgroup you are taking, for one subgroup that is 25 to 40, one subgroup that is maybe 10 to 25, one subgroup is 40 to 60, like that it will be effective then, right. And precise estimation in case of homogeneity or heterogeneity within the strata. Homogeneity and heterogeneity means in the subgroup you are selecting same types of data, or you are selecting different types of data. So if you are combining like that, then it will be give you the correct result. Okay. And when it is the disadvantage is knowledge of strata membership is required. Means how you have to create the subgroup, that you should know, because according to your research, if you are going for the research of coronavirus, then you should know how to choose the subgroup. What should be your specific subgroup where you get the accurate result, right. That's why for the stratified sampling, who is creating the subgroup, they should have the knowledge about how to create the subgroup. Is it clear? So what are the advantage and what are the disadvantage of stratified sampling, and what is stratified sampling? It is clear, I think. Now come to the point of systematic. So here systematic, it is advantage and it is disadvantage. Okay. So systematic means what? That you are doing some systematic way, means there is the line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 like that, and you are choosing every 3. After every 3, that is third person, I will choose this, and then after that 1, 2, this third person I am going to choose, and after that again 1, 2, this third person I will choose, then after that again this third person I will choose. So nth number of means systematically, you are choosing systematically from the line, you are choosing all the third person, you are choosing some specific interval. So here are the specific interval, right? You are choosing some specific interval, that is systematic, and it is time efficient and cost efficient. Means you have to know only I will create a line, and in the line I will choose only I will create the gap of 3%. So it is time efficient, you don't know any other nothing, right? So high sampling bias if periodically exist. Now if you do some periodically, means this is every 3%, 3 like that, then it will be highly biased, because you are choosing specific number, you are choosing, that can be highly biased. Okay. Now multi-stage. What is multi-stage? Sampling conducted on several stages. That is the first stage. Means in first stage I will create I will take some 100%, and from this 100 I will then go to that where some problem is coming, then that is the stage 1, then I will go for the stage 2, then from this stage 2 I will go for the stage 3. According to that you are collecting the sampling, that is the multi-stage. Okay. And here the high level of flexibility at various level and complex and conducted by the cluster and stratified sampling method. So multi-stage is complex. Why? When you are trying to do some subgroup, some cluster or some stratified, then it will be problematic for you, because for every subgroup you have to create the stages. So that's why it can create the problem. Got it? Please try to remember every sampling, because from sampling question is coming. Okay. Please don't ignore this topic. Now, and I am giving a short note type, so इससे छोटा नहीं हो सकता है, ठीक है. थोड़ा थ्योरी आपको पढ़ना ही पड़ेगा, क्योंकि रिसर्च एप्टीट्यूड में यू हैव टू क्लियर योर कॉन्सेप्ट. अगर आपका कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियर नहीं है तो आप कुछ भी नहीं कर सकते हो, ठीक है. दैट्स वाई प्लीज ट्राई टू कॉन्सेंट्रेट एंड ट्राई टू learn the topic, then definitely we will solve so many questions. Okay. Then cluster of participant representing population are identified in simple group. Cluster means simple group. You are doing some cluster in simple group. Maybe you are taking the group of 3 people, or maybe you are taking the group of 5 people. That is the cluster. Okay. Cluster means you are creating the group in any way, there in nothing specific. That is group level information need to know. Here also some stratified and cluster may same problem. You have to know the group level, what will be the level, and usually higher sampling error compared to alternative sampling method. Here it is the error level is high in the cluster, because if you are unable to choose the specific cluster, if you are unable to create the exact cluster, then there is the possibility of the incorrect data can come, right. Now judgment means what? Simple group member are selected on the basis of judgment of researcher. Now here you are giving the judgment, means from total sample, some according to some specific judgment, means you are selecting the person. There are 10 member, from that 10 member you are taking the judgment. Okay, maybe when you are going for the test for the coronavirus, then maybe if some person have some cold and cough, then you are selecting that person to test because he have some symptom. That is your judgment. I will choose only that person who have some symptom, of cold and cough. That is the judgmental sample. Okay. So it is time efficient and simply not highly representative, right? Sample is not highly representative. Why? Why it is the problem can occur? Because you are giving your judgment that I will choose only the person who have the symptom, that is cold and cough. But nowadays there are so many person who have no symptom, they are also positive. So there can be the problem, because you are giving the judgment, but maybe there are so many person, they have no symptom, they are asymptotic, but they are positive. So the problem can come here, right? And this is unscientific approach, and this is personal biasness. This is definitely unscientific, because you are giving the judgment, maybe your judgment can be wrong, that is unscientific, and it is definitely it is biased, because I am choosing only the cold and cough person, that is biased, right? Now quota. What is quota sampling? Quota means simple group member are selected on a basis of specific criteria. So what is the criteria? That is in the exam. In the exam we are choosing SC, ST, OBC, that are the as per the criteria we are giving the quota. So exactly that is the quota sampling, means according to some specific criteria you are creating the group. These are the group for the SC, these are the group for the ST, these are the group for the OBC. That way, when in that way according to the some specific criteria you are choosing the group, that is the quota sampling, right? And high level of reliability, that is the random sampling, usually cost effective. It is the high level of reliability because according to the some specific criteria is there when you are creating the group. So it is highly reliable, and it is the advantage. And what is the disadvantage? Disadvantage is high level of subjectivity, means you should know the subjectivity, how to choose the SC, what are the criteria for the SC candidate, what are the criteria for the ST candidate, that you have to know. And it is difficult to estimate sampling error. So if there are some error, it is very difficult to estimate. Okay. Now convenience. What is convenience? That is obtaining participant conveniently with no requirement what over, means convenience means as per your convenience. Maybe now you are here and I am in Hyderabad. So in Hyderabad, according to my convenience, this is my region. So in that region I am trying to choose all the sample, that is my convenient. But maybe if I select this area is green zone, this area is green zone, there will be no positive case, right? But if I go for a after 10 kilometer from my house, 10 kilometer, the distance of 10 kilometer, if I go there is the red zone. So from that red zone maybe so many positive case can come, right? So if you do the sampling as per your convenience, then there should be the problem, because maybe the advantage is high level of simplicity and it is easy. Definitely it is easy because I am taking the sample from my nearby. It is my home. From my home in my nearby area I am taking the sample. That is definitely easy for me. But what are the disadvantages? Because the selection is biased, right? It is according to your convenience you are doing. So definitely it should be biased. Clear? So all the sampling is clear to everyone. Now the last sampling is snowball. Vikrant is here. What is snowball sampling? He was asking. So last sampling is snowball. What is snowball? Snowball means it is a chaining method. Snowball means, remember, it is a chaining method. Chaining method means what? That is simple group member nominate the additional member to participate of the study. Means I am selecting, means maybe I am the principal of the school, and from that principal of the school she will select the one person, that is the school captain. She will select the school captain. Okay, school captain. Now this school captain will select the other captain, that is the class captain. He will select different class captain. Okay, class captain for class 1, for class 2, for class 3 and for class 4. Now all the class captain will choose the specific more that is they will create some group, and for the group wise he will select some leader. He will select the leader, some leader he will select from the class. That is the chaining, means according to the nominated, means the principal is nominating the school captain and this school captain is nominating the class captain, the class captain is nominating the leader. So in that way, when it is going on, when the population is going on, that is the snowball sampling. Snowball is nothing like chaining. It is the chaining process. Clear? Yes, that is network of network. Yes, that is the chaining process, means someone will nominate some person and that person will nominate others. In that way it is going on. So what is the advantage? What are the advantage? Advantage is possibility to recruit hidden population. Hidden population means maybe some specific, that is an unknown hidden population you can choose, right? Because your principal don't know all captain, your principal have no idea about all the class captain, about all the classes, but you have the idea, right? And all class captain have the idea who is based in his class. So it is the advantage, because all the higher level authority is choosing. That's why it is the possibility of recruit the hidden population, means what population you don't know. If the principal directly choose the leader, if the principal have to directly choose the leader, then there is the possibility that principal don't know who are based, who have the leadership quality, they don't know the idea. That's why there is the possibility some hidden population will be there, right? So now chaining is very good. What are the disadvantage? What are the disadvantage of snowball? That is over representation of particular network. Definitely, because we are giving to network, so overhead is there, some overhead is there, and that is the simple group member to nominal additional members, means it is some reliability is there, that you have to choose the other member. Clear? So snowball sampling is clear to everyone. Now come to the question. What was the question? Why I was telling. Now what was the question? In which of the following sampling method employed in research, the unit comparing the sample and giving equal and independent chance, right? It is independent chance. So where the independent chance is there? Stage sampling, no. Domination snowball sampling, no, because it is not independent, it is dependent on others. Definitely snowball sampling is not there. And independent cluster means when you are making the cluster, then it should be independent. Clear? So who was telling that confused between 2 and 4? Someone was telling confused between. Debaroti, is it clear now? Debaroti, is it clear now? Yes, Bikrant was right. Malikeshwari was wrong. Himani was wrong. So sampling is clear. Please reply guys. I can understand somehow you are feeling bored, but we can't do anything. In research aptitude you have to know the idea. In cluster sampling we will one complete cluster instead of taking sample of cluster. Yes, complete cluster we are taking. Yes, we are taking complete cluster. The unit, what is the unit? Here it is asking the unit comparing the sample. Total unit is comparing the sample. Are given equal and independent chance. You are choosing, right? It is not boring. Okay. Now try to solve this. Yes, you have to grab. You have to grab. There is no way, and I will suggest you for the research aptitude, please listen the lecture repetitively. Otherwise, you will forget. Repetitively when you are doing any work, when you are just cooking, or you are doing, or for the gents when you are doing your office work or anything, just try to play the lecture, because otherwise research aptitude you will forget. You have to do the revision repetitively. You have to do the revision, because some specific area are there in research aptitude, but they are mostly confusing and there is a big chance to haphazard, because it always we will forget. Now you will feel it is easy, but after some time you will forget. According to me, it is I think like that. Okay, research aptitude revision is must every day revision, and short note. Try to create short note. Try to create some short note with some one liner short note like that. I have created some short note. Can you see this? So this type of short note you have to write. So in my short note, see, that is systematic, means choosing after specific interval. Just from one keyword you have to remember, that is choosing after specific interval. Stratified can be homogeneous or heterogeneous. What is homogeneous? That is all subgroup, and heterogeneous, that subject wise. Subject wise in paper 1 means homogeneous, you can think in the paper 1 all subject is there. English can be there, computer science can be there, geography can be there, that is heterogeneous. And what is homogeneous? Homogeneous means subject wise, means if I take all the students from computer science for paper 1 only, that is homogeneous. So in that way try to create the notes, and for the quota I have written only SC, ST, OBC. So if you see only SC, ST, OBC, so you will remember, yes, SC, ST, OBC means that is quota. Snowball means just write down, that is chain. So chain means snowball, you can relate it. And that is sequential sampling is giving time interval. Okay, so in that way if you write, try to take the short note for your last time revision. It will be very much beneficial for you all before exam. Okay, before exam ये आपको बहुत काम आएगा. हाँ, empirico inductive means we have, that's why we have to discuss the research types of research. Someone is giving the answer. See how to choose the answer for this question, that is which of the following, now which of the following sampling procedure will appropriate for conducting researches with empirico-inductive research parallel. If you don't know empirico word also, but you know the inductive. Yesterday we have discussed what is inductive and what is deductive, right? You know what is inductive. Inductive means what? Inductive means specific to general. We have discussed that from some specific example we have created example, that is like the water flow. The water is coming from top to bottom, same level, right? So that is the specific example. Specific to general अगर आपको कुछ करना है तो definitely that should be non probability. Means if you choose any probability, if you choose any systematic or any probability, then never you will get the general result, right? कभी भी आपको जनरल रिजल्ट मिलेगा अगर आप कुछ स्पेसिफिकली चूज कर रहे हो, अगर आप कुछ भी रैंडमली सिलेक्ट नहीं कर रहे हो अकॉर्डिंग टू योर बायसनेस, you are doing anything, you are choosing the sample with some biasness, then you cannot take the decision it is general, right? If you are choosing some bias, like for the coronavirus, just now for the coronavirus, if you are doing the research and if you take the 10 member, from a green zone and there is no positive case, then can you say that ki in India there is no positive case? Can you say that? You cannot, because it is your it is not non-probable, it is not random. You are not taking randomly, you are taking some specifically, right? Simple random sampling, that is probability, that is not non-probability. Systematic sampling, that is also, and here stratified sampling, no. You have to choose any of the non-probability sampling, any non-probability sampling you have to choose for the inductive research. If you don't know empirico also, then also you can do the answer. Then also you can solve the answer in that way. Okay. So what is empirical research, what is empirical research, what are the types of research, everything we will discuss tomorrow, because so all the related topic is coming, that's why one by one I have to complete. And please have some patience guys, because some patience should required for the research aptitude. हरी बरी करोगे तो नहीं हो पाएगा, डायरेक्टली क्वेश्चन सॉल्व आप नहीं कर पाओगे, इसलिए आपको टॉपिक लर्न करना है, then only you will be able to solve everything. Okay. So I think sampling is clear to everyone. Please do the revision. One by one topic I am completing every day, and I will merge all the question. Actually why I can't show you the question, because all the question is combining from 3 or 4 concept. They are combining the question. NTA NET is very smart. They are asking question by combining the concept. Directly one concept